Yeah, North Korea. Let's see how those guys doing. North Korea has pretty much three countries as neighbors. One of them it's clear. It's South Korea in the south, since the name of South Korea. In the north it's gonna be China, the main ally of North Korea, and in the here, very far east, very small one, is gonna be Russia. So yeah, Russia has a border with North Korea. This was actually a weird border at some point when you have to cross through this. This is North Korea, this is China, this is Russia. So they have this point and they meet all three of them. Kind of weird, but I guess it is what it is. Now, North Korea population is around 26 million people and rising, not that much. The growing rate pretty much on the decline. But look at this one. 1955, immediately after the war, 10 million people with minus 1.3%. That would be roughly minus 142,000 people and minus 35,000 migrants. Now in 2025, 26 million, more than double, almost triple. 26 million people with a roughly change around 0.27%. That will translate in 72,000 people. Migration is still on the minus. I have no idea how those people leaving the country. Minus 2,000. Probably those data are from the CIA, I guess. Because clearly not gonna have it from the North Korean government. Probably those are the amount of people that manage somehow to escape the country. You can see here until 90s was pretty much zero. And now it's around 3,000. Now lately they have a point when it was like minus 1,500, something like that. Now it's minus 2,000 and a bit climbing. Probably going to be like minus 3,000, but it's interesting to see. Median age back then, let's say 18 years old. Now it's 36, 37 years old. So that's something. Fertility rate, nonsense, 3.6, 3.7, now 1.7. So they got below replacement, and they got below replacement in 2000, so from quite a while already. Urban population 34% back then, now it's 63%, so clearly a huge increase. Okay, it's 2050. The population will start going down roughly by 2035. Now, clearly the numbers very hard to make good numbers in this country, but we're gonna take those. It started going down from 2035, and by 2050 it's gonna be roughly the same number, 25 million people, so not that much will change. Minus 0.3%, not that much also. That would translate roughly in almost 100,000 people minus, so not that much. And migrants, probably still gonna be tough to leave the country, but keep in mind 25 years from now, who knows, might happen. Probably, who knows, the regime is gonna collapse and they're gonna have a new one, a democratic one, whatever. They still call it, I think, Democratic Republic of North Korea or something like that, so clearly not that much democratic, but just have the name at least. Median age 42, 43 years old, so they're climbing that. Fertility rate still dropping, obviously, and the urban population going up 77%. Makes some sense actually. Now, life expectancy of North Korea is very high, I would say. 73, 74 for both sexes. 76 years for female and 72 for male, so not that much difference between them. Infant mortality rate 13 and death under age of 5 16.4, so very poor. So medical system clearly needs some improvement. The pyramid, yeah, pretty much fucked up, I would say. Again, the same male surplus until the age of 40, so yeah, I have no idea how those men are gonna survive there, how they're gonna fight a woman. So probably they're gonna be the best bet to rebel against the government, but yeah, who knows. The economy of North Korea, well, North Korea has still a lot of money, and from what I understand, they're the best counterfeits US bill in the world. They make them, so yeah, that's something to see. 30 billion nominal US dollars is pretty much nothing, and the PPP or 40 billion, nothing. GDP per capita, look at this. Some strange numbers here. It is like 1,200 nominal and 1,500 PPP. So clearly the country doesn't do that well in both regards. So yeah, they might just use the US dollars for currency. I don't know, but say with that kind of money, they're still doing much better than Afghanistan, as we saw, but still it is pretty much nothing, I would say. Main export China, obviously 73%, and they import from mainly China, 96%. So yeah, yeah, corruption pretty much at home, I would say here. Let's check it anyway. Look at this, North Korea, just 15 points, not the worst. We have 8 points here in South Sudan, we're gonna see that. But yeah, with these numbers, 15 points, it's not much you can say. The history, yeah, used to be one peninsula, one country, call it Korea, but clearly, and they were for a while, so you can see this country actually used to be a very unified country for a long time. But yeah, what happened recently, pretty fucked up, I would say. But look at this, Korea, they have some, wanna see the word, yeah, look at this. There's South Korea, and I think it was the American flag at some point. Look at this, United States military government in goddamn Korea, and the Soviet civil administration of Korea. And then the word fucked up, and everybody knows how that went. Okay, but at some point, Korea, North Korea, you can see the South Korea just pretty much push all of them up, but at some point even North Korea, I don't think yeah, we have right 52, 51. Where is the number? I can't see that number. I want to check. 50 bothers me so much. No, going up, down. Oh, look at this right here in 50. Look at this. How much the North Korean actually conquered the territory, but clearly the West pushed back. Well, with the 360s, yeah, it's gonna be a tough call, but let's see how those people live. They have a few of them, so that'll be interesting to see. We have a line here. I'm not sure if it's working. Yes, not working. But hey, at least we have something to see. Here in the border, oh, we have something very small. Disappear. Yeah, I don't think we're gonna see much of those 360s. Obviously, they're gonna make it extremely hard to make those, but we have some images, probably from the absolutely best of the best area. We have some tower watch here. This is the border with China, if I don't mistaken. Yeah, I think it's the border with China. So yeah, I'm not sure exactly how easy it is to escape from those in this. Oh, we have another one right here. That's pretty good. Probably from someone else's house. No, hotel. Okay, we have a North Korean hotel. Let's see what we can find here. Well, ooh, that's a nice handle. They have AC. They have electric power. They have some sleepers here. They're doing pretty good. I don't see this. I don't see some pictures here with the leaders, but probably they take them out. What else can we see? Ooh, we have a 360 right here, baby. Let's see how they do. Ooh, it's a monument here. Look at this. They're doing so well in those areas. Look at the grass, just perfect. Look at it. Man, everything is just the pine tree. Nothing, it's a pine trees. I don't know exactly what is that, but looks amazing. Just spot on. And we have one from the front also, and nobody around. Not a foot of the human. Ooh, the landscape. Oh, I had some military guys probably here. It looks pretty good, I have to say. It looks pretty good. And this is from 2015. Ooh, back then the quality of those 360 are amazing. I'm not sure how they done it, but they done it. We have a highway. No, it doesn't want. So close. I think we saw 360 here. Yeah, right here, baby. Oh, we have another one on the beach. I want to check that too. Yeah, it's not gonna see much. You're gonna see all those posters here and a lot of these are like communist buildings. Not that many people here. Those are North Korean, by the way. Look at this. And we have the leaders right here on the wall, as we used to have in a in the Eastern Bloc, and also the Soviet Union have. So clearly everybody was very well staged. You're gonna stay right there, you're gonna stay right there, I don't know, this guy is smoking inside. They don't have rules about smoking here. Probably not. It looks pretty good so far, pretty good. Let's check this one right here. Ooh, it's on the beach. This is gonna be great. This is gonna be a great one. We have some buses. We have some foreign. This is like a white guy. This is a foreign tourist. This is the European ones, I guess, or the American. Who knows? The Western one. Fuck yeah. The concrete looked pretty good. The roads, I don't see them well, but it looks decent at least from this perspective. No garbage on the ground. Pretty good so far. Not that many choices what we can see, what we cannot see, but pretty good so far. as long as you can see something, it's pretty good. Oh, and we are just deep in the northern. I don't think we're gonna see something in the mountains. That would be pretty dope. Actually see the mountains of North Korea. That would be something. They have a lake. No, it's not. It's just a fucked up 360 street view, whatever the fuck was that. We have something here. Oh, it's not working. Oh shit. So bad. Yeah, that many 360s obviously, but oh, we have one here. Let's hope. Oh, it's working. It is working. Let's see the. Oh shit. How this one escaped? Look at this. The dirty walls. The bed. Who lives like this? Look at this bed. Oh, horrible. Have some picture here. The AC looks pretty old. They have a computer. No, it's a computer. I think it's a monitor. That's interesting. This guy have a interesting backyard. Yeah, they live like pigs. Well, what the fuck is going on here? Wow. Some secret North Korean documents here, probably. Oh, yeah. Pretty bad. Have some Temu packages here, whatever the fuck that is. Yeah, pretty fucked up. But we saw the interior of the house, which is pretty dope. Oh, we have another one here. Let's hope it's working. It is working. This is North Korean at the best, I guess. Ooh, nice hallway. This is gold, probably. Pretty good. What can I say? I see pretty good. It's a hotel or something. I don't know who's staying there, but pretty good. This is probably, oh, it's a Pyeongchang. This is the capital. This is gonna be the best of the best, obviously. Pretty good. Look at this. This guy stay right there. Those are the tourists. We have some picture of the wall. It's a huge picture, actually. We have a restaurant. You know what? It looks extremely Eastern European in the 80s and 90s. So pretty good. Let's check another one. Ooh. What is it? We have people on the street? What? We have buildings in it. I don't like those buildings because I don't like any tall buildings. Doesn't matter where they are. But pretty good. This is a nice part. This is the creme de la creme. This is the best of the population. If you live in capital, in Pyeongchang, you have to be something, from what I understand. I saw some documentary. So, oh, this is like actually a history with this ship. It's from the U.S. Navy, I guess. I think, and they captured this ship during some U.S. operation in the sea. I don't know exactly all the detail. You can look that up. And they keep it here on the display. USS, how the fuck they call it? USS Pueblo, whatever. And now it's pretty much like a museum, you know. They're bragging rights, pretty much, you know, what they done, what they achieve, and they have that on full display right there. Let's see this one. Ooh, fucked up buildings. I don't like those buildings. Like I say, it doesn't matter. It's just no, thank you. No, I don't know how they can afford to build those. Probably because, from what I understand, North Korea steals a lot of money and they are involved in some dope shit, like drugs and stuff like that. and this is how they finance themselves, I guess, most of the time. But also cheap labor, and they export some soldier, I think, in the that's it, not that much. They export some soldier in the how they say that, in the Russian-Ukraine war. Yeah, just remember that. Thank you very much. Yeah, let's see the city from no 360, no 3D building, obviously, but at least we have. I don't think they need approval from the North Korean to just show those things. Probably just doesn't make sense for the Google to make those 360 3D buildings. Just, yeah, it's gonna cost probably too much money, and it doesn't matter for them that much. Remember when they have that with the Trump, the last term, that when the Trump was a president, and they have that big meeting with North Korean leader, and pretty much any news about North Korea is gonna attack, North Korea is bombing. That didn't happen, so yeah. Oh, we can check this one. Oh, this one, look at this. It's a mountain, it's a volcano right here on the coast. And this is from North Korea. This is the North Korean side. Let's see if you can. I don't know how they make those exactly right there. Yeah, probably a touristy stuff, otherwise you're gonna get shot. Wow, this is pretty nice. Look at this. They have nice landscape here too. Can you imagine just being one Korea right here, and you can actually visit those kind of stuff? That would be pretty nice. But no, there has to be two, because this is how people works. They don't care, they don't understand each other. People cannot live with each other, and that's why we're doing dope shit like this. We're doing things like this, just the way it is. Oh, we have one from the Chinese side. Let's check the Chinese side, because it's very close to North Korean, so we can actually see. So this is China, and where the fuck is North Korea? And probably there is North Korea. Pretty fucked up. Yeah, I remember when everything in the news about North Korea test another weapon, North Korea is gonna attack the West, North Korea is gonna fuck everything. That didn't happen, so yeah. Probably the same thing with China, and the same thing with whatever the next, we see that already. Whenever the next threat is gonna be. Probably the northern country looks a bit better, but clearly the capital is gonna look the best, because yeah, this is how the leader lives. I think we checked that too. So yeah, but even Pyongyang, it's pretty. Seoul is much closer. Look at this. Look at the difference between South Korea, how many 360 have in street views, and North Korea. Pretty much all of those was pretty much make them in hiding, or just shows only what things that they want to show. What the fuck are those? Or start farming on the sea, whatever is that. Would be nice to have more those 360 to see actually how those people live. Very rarely and very hard. This is South Korean islands. Ooh, right here in the North Korean territory? No, I don't think so. I don't think. Let me check those. It's way too close. Wait, but it could be South Korean. South Korea, yeah. Oh, look at this. They have islands very close to the North Korea. Look at the border is here, but the islands are on the South Korean side. So it's gonna be easy to just swim, or have some device that you can. How far is it? Are you trying to make a escape route from them? Let's take some closest point. I would say so 12 kilometers. So 12 kilometers to freedom. You know, that look achievable to me. I'm not sure I can swim that much, I have to say, but definitely probably the area is very restricted. Who knows? Maybe you can see. You get right here. This one, it looks pretty nice, I would say, from above at least. I'm not sure if it's just. Unfortunately, don't have any 360 to check this out on this coastline, but it looks pretty decent back there. But I think it's very hard to just, if you should achieve this beach, and you just have to swim 12 kilometers to freedom. I mean, I can swim. I would say if you live in North Korea and I have nothing, I would probably take that risk and swim 12 kilometers. How much is gonna take that? It's gonna take me like, I don't know, 6 hours, 8 hours at the worst. I'm not sure, but I achieve freedom. And less living a lifetime in poverty and misery. Even if I die trying, I think it's kind of a best bet, since I think they have a lot of those. They just go in China and then have some weird route with they go from China to, I don't know exactly which country they say they go next, and then they get to the South Korean embassy in that country and they request to enter the South Korea, which is, it's kind of pretty fucked up to me, if you ask me. Clearly these lines, how close you can live from the South Korea. Where is the closest settlement? You can actually see. Well, those are some housing here, but clearly the border is gonna be extremely tough to cross, so. But this is some sort of established, so probably it's gonna be better to just go from the sea, I guess. I'm just trying to say stuff here. We have some, we don't have any south. No, oh, we have some. Where is the closest can we go? This is from South Korean part, by the way, so I wish they can see how close we can get from the, oh, that's probably the tower watch. Yeah, so that's North Korea. Probably it's gonna be hard to just swim from that, so I'm not sure how, because clearly on the coastline I would assume it's gonna be a much tougher resistance here, and clearly you have those checkpoints all over the place. So yeah, I would say probably from the sea if you know how to swim extremely well. Otherwise, because from the jungle, just go from one part to another. I mean, you just look right there, you see? It looks easy, but I don't think so. It's that easy. It can be that easy, just going there from the woods and that's it. I don't know. Some point looks kind of tempting, but how much? Probably it's gonna have security. Not specifically in those areas, but to go to those areas, it's gonna be. I'm not sure how much technology they use to just fuck you up, I would say. But clearly they have some in South Korea. Look at see, they have a lot of settlements here, and then just a few. They have even a watchtower, whatever that is. They're very close to the North Korean border, extremely close, I would say. Probably they have some landmines and stuff like that. I'm not sure, like I say. Oh, we have here a 360. Let me check this one. You can see the North Korean on the other side. So here is much even much closer here. Look at this. How much? Oh shit! Look at those expensive cars here. Look at this. How nice and beautiful it is here. Lovely, lovely. And on the other side, right there is North Korea. So here it's even closer, but. I'm not sure I'm gonna take this swim from here to there. It just looks way too risky. Just go from here to swim to there. I mean, when it looks closer, I mean, how much is it? Where the fuck is my rule? Oh, here. Now from here to here is like 2.5 kilometers. But yeah, I'm not sure I'm gonna take that. Probably it's gonna be much protected, defended, whatever you want to call it. That point right there. That's why I think this island might be a better bet. It's a bit longer distance, but probably anything on land side, it's gonna be a much better defend than those that are not that. But it's nice. Let's see, South Korea looks much better, especially we have something to judge. Even the North Korea didn't have bad areas, I would say, because we can see them obviously, but yeah, it is a much better choice in the South Korea. Even in South Korea, it's not perfect. We make all those videos. Oh, what is that? Oh, that's China. That's why we have so many. Yeah, tough choice. Look at this. These are some also close way to go in China, but I didn't choose China. Probably it's not that well. It's not gonna be a good option, but yeah, those islands right here, it looks better in my opinion. I'm not sure, maybe I'm mistaken. Those islands on those mountains, probably there's gonna be some. Those are 3,000 people that are actually living. Somehow they're leaving the country. So yeah, the family, if you don't have family, probably it's gonna be better, but if you leave the country when you are old already, you don't know how much you can do outside. So that's always gonna be a impediment, let's say. So if you are young, you have family, and they're gonna suffer because you pretty much defected to other country. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know. We don't have that many 360s. It's hard for me to judge anything here. Those lands looks pretty weird, but they are. Okay, this housing here. From above doesn't look that bad, those small communities, but it looks pretty jammed together. But it looks like every single one of them, they're the same way built, so probably they're brand new, I don't know. Definitely I want to make a South Korean again video now, looking exactly how those people live, because I think it's much better. They have an airport here, so pretty nice, pretty nice. This one, yeah, I don't think they look that well, they live that well. If they have that classical architecture of the South Korean, not those modern ones, the communist one, like those apartment buildings, and they have that nice one level house, you know, with a nice roof and land around it, that would be actually dope space to live. Probably more like in South Korea, obviously. In the North Korea, it's a tough one. Look at this, they have a lot of people also. Pretty much wherever I go on the map, you're gonna find some. Okay, those are communist apartment. Oh shit, no, it's a fucked up place to be. Those one, I think those small houses, which is much better, but still fucked up. Yeah, I guess we don't have that much information about North Korea, not even in those Google 360s. People would they didn't dare to make one. So this one, I think I already see. You can see some houses here in the background, but there are clearly some big distance between them. And yeah, population is going down, at least. Probably it's gonna go down much faster than, I don't know exactly, because clearly the government is not gonna release any data that's gonna be harmful for them. Probably it's from estimates from the CIA, I guess, but at least they're going down, so that's a good thing, I would say, for them. But clearly they don't go down that fast as it should be. North Korea should be a country with, like, I don't know, 10,000 people, something like that. It's just very low one. This one, I think, yeah, look at it, from South Korea. South Korea clearly much better, but clearly they have a million issue there. Oh, that's a nice food. They have a million issue there too, so that's kind of taken away. But yeah, between North and South Korea, there is not even a choice, just South Korea all day long. I guess, yeah, that was the video. Look at this, even the highway, how how it looks in South Korea, how it looks in North Korea. So the North Korea preserve the land much better, right? Yeah, so yeah, that's a good thing for them. But look at it, 360s and Street View North Korea, bam, South Korea immediately. Seoul capital extremely close, yeah, to North Korea. That's an issue, but yeah, can you imagine just make those just one country again? How much gonna be the differences? I mean, I don't think at this point you can actually make such a long time. Probably it's gonna last, if you have another 25 years and you have at least 100 years difference between them from the split, from the moment they split, it's gonna be much harder to unify those countries, because the different, especially the people, it's gonna be so much different. I want to check something. I don't remember the South Korea, how much population they have. 50 million, something like that. Yeah, 50 million, 51 million per. So twice the population of the North Korea, and median age 45. How much was in? I just make the video. I don't even remember what the fuck I just made. Korea. Median age in North Korea much, but again, those numbers very hard to predict. 10 years almost younger population in North Korea than South Korea, and the population in South Korea is double it. They start going down in South Korea, so from a while, from the pandemic, and they're gonna see probably South Korea is one of those extremely low fertility rate, and gonna see a huge drop in population in the next few decades, I would say. And it'll be an interesting thing that you can just country by the end of the century, they just, even by 2050, they just level up the same population. And clearly the South is gonna live much better. But there's a lot of corruption in the South Korea too. But like I say, I'm gonna keep that for the South Korean video that I'm gonna make. I don't know exactly when. But yeah, from this North Korean, if you get born there, just I don't know, maybe you killed someone in the past life. I'm not exactly what you did wrong, but yeah, it's pretty bad to be born here. unfortunately, again, I would expect a bit more 360s if I was the government. Even they choose the good side, only show only the good side. That would still be better, at least to have something to judge. You know, okay, it's not everything that we want to see. It's not what do we expect to see it. It's not how we are used to it to see it. Pretty much everything, every street, every corner, as we see here in the West. But at least they have much more to show, even it's only what they wanted us to see. But yeah, that would be a good propaganda, I would say. They show us just those huge buildings, well, buildings, monuments, whatever the fuck those are. This is the lady right here. Yeah, not a happy country, obviously. Not a great one. Just the way it is, I guess. That is gonna be interesting to see the future, I would say. The future is gonna be very, very interesting to see how those population in those countries gonna evolve, how those North Koreans is gonna take the current government, how much longer, and how the South Korea is gonna cope with those huge loss in population, and how the North Koreans gonna exploit that. That will be also interesting to see. But yeah, that was the video. See you in the next one.